Hello everyone, today I'm running the steel. It's my old stripping steel, it's been sitting outside for a few years. Now the main thing to try is to run some malt-based wash. The problem with the malt-based wash, it's always foamy and it's very difficult to run it through the continuous steel. I put some sort of attachment over here with some very interesting internals in my attempt to reduce foaming and to make sure that we got normal alcohol out of the steel, out of another continuous steel. So it's like a testing for the production of the attachment for another steel that actually having problems to run this type of wash. Now it sounds like steel is starting to work, and I need to adjust the flow. Yeah, it's all hot now. I need to adjust the flow. And please forgive me for using so much of plastic, because I just had to stretch the existing steel and it wasn't working for over 10 years, I believe. So it's been fast restoration of the steel, and I didn't want to spend time to build some non-significant parts out of stainless. I can do it later, but now it's easier for me to observe and to understand what's going on. Yeah, I can see some wash actually in a side glass. I don't know how much foaming is inside, but here we can see some alcohol coming out. The problem with another steel, it's sort of producing the same stuff that actually gets into the steel and comes out of the steel. Over here I can see that everything is fine. Everything is good. It's okay. It still contains some water. I'm gonna fill it in and check what's the percentage. And according to the level over here I can increase. Wow, it's hot. I can increase the flow a bit. I can hear how it's bubbling inside. Now you can see a lot of foam on the side tube, and I believe all the steel over here is filled up with foam. There's some foam inside, but over here we've got quite clear production. It's absolutely clear, it's good, it's going nice. Now we're gonna fill up this glass and this cylinder and check the percentage. Good, it's going good. I probably try to increase the supply flow, and again it's a really tiny 1.6 kilowatt unit, and production rate is about maximum 3 liters or 50% alcohol per hour. And again I'm testing this extra section that I built for this particular steel, in case to test the concept. So it's absolutely visible how it's already starting to form even in a tube, because it's preheater down here, and it preheats the wash that's supplied into the column by running the wash through this section filled up with some waste spent wash that's coming out into the drain, so all the waste heat is collected and heat exchanged. Now I'll try to increase the flow and see. Now running at 40%. It's very difficult to adjust the level within the steel because it's foaming inside. It's just filled up with foam, so you can't see any level, you don't know how much inside. Anyway, I'll try to increase the flow. I checked the wastewater, it sounds like there's no alcohol in there, and I'll try to increase the supply flow. Now we've got stable 40%. It sounds like foaming doesn't allow us to increase the percentage somehow, I don't know. Probably because we've got big water steam ratio against the amount of wash we're supplying, because I tried to supply more wash. This is what I could do. That's how much. It should actually cover 2/3 of this tube, but if I do supply a little bit more, it starts to overflow the steel. So this is the best I can do right now. It's still running, and there's no foam, it's not dirty, it's just clean. And we're running really difficult wash. Everything's fine, it's working, and concept seems to be working as well. And later on I'll try to run the normal sugar-based wash and we'll see the difference, we'll check the difference. It's all going to the steel. It's a control valve, and the steel was sitting outside for 10 years. I can see there's a live spider over here. It lives in the steel, or on the steel. It doesn't matter, everything's clean and green. We have our production here. And it's malt-based moonshine, I would say, like primary distillation. The base for any sort of grain-based vodka or whiskey. It's running good. I'm gonna check the wastewater again to see if there's any alcohol in there. Now distillation is almost finished, and once it's over, I refill this container with some sugar-based wash to compare the production and how the still is handling different types of washes. So as you can see, the alcohol is coming out absolutely clean, transparent, no problems. So I've added some sugar-based wash, replace it. Just rinse the container and replace it with sugar-based wash. Here we are. Still pumping the old one. The supplying line. Now you can see the malt-based wash getting replaced by the sugar-based wash, and it's lighter within the line or here, but we still get the malt wash inside the steel, and we'll wait until it's completely gonna be replaced with a sugar-based one. It's cleaner, lighter. Is a production rate, and we'll check the percentage later once it still stabilizes with another type of stock, and see the difference. Now you can see the wash in the line already almost transparent, it's clean. And here in the control tube you can see the level is increasing because the foaming is reducing. It's still be some foam, but it's getting clear. And I hope the production will be increased as well. Also we have to take into account that the wash, the beer that was made out of malt, is containing less alcohol. It's low alcohol content one, maybe 5-6% at maximum. This one is no less than 10. So now you can see the level is increasing. So that's mean we're having less and less foaming inside the steel. And also we just got increase in production, and I hope the increase in percentage as well. We'll check it. Now here we've got some percentage increase by 10%. It's 50% right now, not 40 anymore. So that's mean the actual alcohol content in the sugar-based wash is much higher. Not much higher, but higher. And here's the level in the control tube, just right in the middle right now. We're gonna check for the production rate, if it's increased anyhow. It sounds like a bit faster. Here's the production flow. Of course, the needle valve would be a much better solution, would be much easier to control the flow, but yes, I got the needle valve and I didn't want it to disturb the spider. It lives here, so I propose some peaceful coexistence. Next time I'll replace this valve. The wash is almost gone. Here's the flow. A bit faster than it used to be. Percentage. So I believe this is finished. This is end of our experiment. This particular section actually meets its expectations. It's working. Yep, and this is it. Thanks a lot.